Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle14, and I'm here doing another review of Law and Order SVU Season 20, Episode 8. Yes, I said in my last video it was 4 more videos. It's actually only 3 more, which I was correctly. I did one now. I did one before. I'm doing one now, and I may do one tomorrow or tonight. It depends. So you will get 3 videos on Law and Order this week before next week the new episodes, and I will do those videos as well. Now, I thought it was 4, but I was like, no, the numbers is behind. So actually, I said this episode 8, but it's actually supposed to be episode 9 because the first episode was 2 episodes in 1. So I was like, that's why I did it. So I numbered it the number left because of that. But this was a good, great episode. It had just had me going because I was in all my feelings. It was like, come on, it can't be Stone. Like, I like Stone, and he cannot be going to jail for something like, come on, like that, like this. But I can't also deny the woman story of what happened to her. So it's like, it's conflicting to me of the story. So let me just start off, right? So we get Stone. You know, Stone is the ADA. He's the assistant district attorney, right? And, or district attorney. DA Stone, ADA Stone. He was there with an old friend at the bar. Old friend saw him and said, "Oh my God, I remember you and my dad, all that stuff like that. We used to go to games together." So they went to the bar to get a drink. They ran out of the drink, so he went to go to the bar. While he was at the bar with the drink, this lady came to him. She said, "What are you doing in New York?" He said, "Oh, excuse me, I don't like that." She's like, "What? You don't know me?" He said, "I'm sorry, I don't know." I'm like that. She said, "You raped me." And I said, "Oh, snap." I said, "What?" And it's crazy. I guess from there, I think he drunk himself to craziness that he ended up into Finn Tutuola couch that night. And he said, "You okay?" Because you was really drunk. He came to my house. It's like, everything's okay. He said, "Yeah, it's good," all stuff. But he said, "What did I tell you?" You told me that you got accused of being a rape. I don't know. You accused of being raping someone. And he said he got up and he was like, it was 12 years ago. It's a woman that he didn't recognize at first, but now he recognized it. He said it was 12 years ago. I think it was a baseball game. After the baseball game, they went to the hotel, him and a good friends, and in the hotel, him and the girl who slapped him was going hot and heavy. Yeah, all of a sudden, he don't remember what else happened after that. He was drunk. He passed out, something like that. Next thing he know, he woke up. There was nobody there. But he know for sure that he didn't rape this lady. He didn't rape this girl. We didn't know her name yet, but her name is Sarah. So he know he didn't rape Sarah. So it was like, anybody was there to corroborate the storyline and stuff like that. He said he remembered him know some friends. So he went to a bar with one of the friends that he know named Reggie. And Reggie was one of the friends that with Stone back in the day, Peter. So they was like cool. And he said, "Oh my God, it's been so long. How you been?" All that stuff. And now you're cool. You're little 8 district attorney now, all that stuff. So you good. And he said, "Yeah." But he was like, "You remember that night what happened in August 2006? He said, "Oh yeah, I remember everything what happened." And he said, "Do you know this lady?" And he described the lady blonde or stuff like that. And he said, "Yeah, I remember who she is." And he showed a picture of him and Wanda. Wanda was one of the ladies who was there at that night too. He married Wanda. And Wanda was friends with Sarah at the time. So he said, "Do you know that she would know information about Sarah?" I guess Wanda gave him a name, which was Sarah Kent. So they figured it out. Stone asked Finn to go talk to her and see what's going on, and just talk to her, see. And he told her not to tell Olivia, because at the same time they was doing this, he's working on a case with another woman who's accused of somebody of raping, and then the guy said, "I didn't rape her, it was consensual, we were both drunk, and she consented to sex, but she don't remember consenting to sex, everything, but she do remember having drinks with him, do remember staying up with him, do remember going to the room with him, but don't remember about the consensual sex, all that stuff, and everything." But she know that she did not consent to having sex with him. She didn't want to have sex with him, all that stuff. But That's the case that he's going through. So it's like kind of similar to that because he said he's drunk. He did something, but he don't remember what happened in between. And he know, but he didn't rape this lady, but he was drunk. So how do you know? So it's like the catch-22 with that. So Finn went to talk to the lady, Sarah, and he said, here, do you know about Peter Stone? And she said, yeah, I know about him. And the husband said, who's that? She said, Jehovah's Witness. She could talk to her. She said, yeah, I know about him, but don't even come to my house. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to hear about him. And she walked in the house, and you saw her sitting down with Emma, and her husband name is Gary. But I was looking at her and said, she got a daughter. I said, ooh, that could be interesting. I mean, it could be him, but it could be something about part of her rape. You don't know. Because all they have blonde hair and stuff like that. So they went to there. And then, through the midst of preparing the girl for the case against the guy, what's his name was Roger Madden, and I didn't get her name. She was in the court case, and there's something in that thing that triggered him to tell Olivia Benson. So she said, "You think I raped her? You think I would testify? I'm not testifying to lie on myself. I'm not testifying. I'm mostly testifying to face the man right there who I'm accusing of raping me. I want to face the man to get justice of something that happened to me, to get justice so I can move past this. So I don't face it. So that's why I'm testifying right now." So he was like, you know what? That's like got him in his mind, because earlier he was talking to Benson, and Benson was like, "Oh, you okay?" Because he was like, he spaced out, and he was thinking about something that she said. And she said, yeah, I'm good. And then he went to talk to her. He said, listen, I gotta tell you straight up. He went to her house. He said, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I said, yeah, don't beat around the bush. Let her know. Keep it straight. No chasers. And he basically said that he was accused of raping someone. And he said, I didn't do it. I know I didn't rape that girl. I know something happened in the past. We was drinking, we was getting high and heavy, we was kissing, all that stuff like that. But I know, next minute woke up, nobody was there, all that stuff. But she is convinced that I raped her. And he said, do you believe me? She was like, this is the type of thing that was conflicting, because they all know him, Stone, and it's hard to believe that he's do something like that, because he's a good guy. He really is a good guy. Like, he trying to do better, he trying to live with his father's standards and be his own purity and not be corrupted, and he haven't been corrupted since he been in the show. So it's like, it's hard to believe that he would do some type of thing like this. But at the same time, you're always wondering, did he? Because it happened in the past, so you don't know what happened 12 years ago until now. Now the person now is better, but what if he did that in the past? And now you realize that, damn, he did rape someone, and that he was scot-free all this long time, and now he's saying he in the law system now, and he got away with it. So it's like, it's always that question in your mind, did he really do it or not? They believe him, but also they had to believe the victim. They cannot say she was wrong because we know work with you, and we're going to know her thing, because all the cases they be working with, they always have to believe the victim, because you don't want to go to a rape victim and say that I don't believe you. Even though you think they stories bogus when you first hear all that stuff, that's up to you decide after you get the facts. But before you meet them, you don't say I don't believe you because I know him or so. That would totally destroy your whole case, because they don't gonna trust you. They're not gonna open up to you. So when you get this case as a rape victim, just listen to them and believe them. Until you get the evidence, until you get stuff to back the story up, or to back the story up or dispute the story, then you can determine if that person is lying or not. So, Olivia, she's not gonna let this down. She had to believe the victim, and he was like, "Oh, you can believe all stuff like that." So he kind of feel questionable about it, but he understands that's why he told Olivia, because he knows Olivia's going to really go thorough with it and not be all half-asses or get things away. Because she said, "You don't think." If you're looking for a person who will get rid of the case, you look at the one person. He said, I'm not asking to get rid of it. I'm asking to open an investigation. And I said, oh, he really serious. He want to clear his name. So Olivia went to talk to Sarah. And at first she didn't want to talk to him. And then she really did talk to her. He said, I believe if you accuse somebody of raping, I believe your story. Let me know. Tell me what's going on. Tell me your version of what happened. I'm not going to judge you. I just want to hear what you're saying. At the midst of talking, the husband came in, Gary, and she was like, it's okay, it's okay. I'm talking to the police. The police, he said, what about what happened? Did something happen to Emma? He said, no. If something happened to you with that, no. And he said, your wife is a victim of being raped and or sexual assaulted. They even say rape, it's just sexual assaulted. The legal term, sexual assaulted. And he was like, oh no, she's just embarrassed. So she didn't want to upset him and everything and keep it a secret. So he said, whatever happened, we're gonna be there for you, and we're gonna find and charge some of the bitch who did that. And Bessie was looking and all that stuff. So, but she did say, I know for sure I said no, and I did not consent to having sex with him because they questioned him and everything, and then she said, we listened, we was drunk. It was another guy in the room with her. She said it was her, another guy, and Stone. She didn't remember who the other guy was. But she do remember when she woke up, her clothes was off, she was naked, and she was next to the bed with Peter. So she really convinced that convinced that Peter did it to her because she saw him woke up next to him and her clothes were off. She was raped and she didn't consent to having sex. So like that. But she said she was drunk, she passed out, she don't remember a lot of stuff, but she know that she did consent to sex and her clothes were off. She was naked, so she was next to the bed of Stone. So I guess her mind's like, I'm next to him, and my clothes was off, I'm naked, he must have raped me because I didn't consent to having sex with him because I didn't want to go have sex with him. Because she said when she first when she got in the room, they was kissing and stuff, and then he become a different person. And he said, how so? I said, something that I was accustomed to. And that's when she said she was drunk, she had style on and stuff, and that she woke up and she didn't recognize she was naked and stuff. So, but she said she definitely knows she didn't consent. So no, she said, all right. So yes, he raped me. So Benson had to do the inedible task to arrest Stone. I said, oh my gosh. And Finn said, do you want me to do it? Because everybody, Carisi, Amanda, all of them is up in their arms about this. It's like, listen, I do believe him, but then it's that I have this doubt. I can't believe he would do it. There's no way he would do it. He's a nice guy. It's like, it's really crazy to go by. It's like I said, sometimes it's not okay just to go by somebody and look at their reputation. So like that, yes, their character could show you who they really are, but sometimes this happened in the past, so you don't know what may change. The person could change, and the person could have done that, but changed after that incident. But that's what it was. So they went to the office. He was pissed off. He was like, so he thinking that it's gonna blow off or stuff, but all of a sudden she said, Abyssa said, yeah, I talked to her. She convinced that you raped her, and I believe her story. He said, you believe me, right? She said, yeah, but I also believe her, and her statement is credible. And he said, oh, so what is, so you gonna arrest me now? I said, that's what we have to do if you need to get a lawyer. He said, I am a lawyer. So how we gonna do this? He said he just got up, got dressed, get his coat, and just storm out the office. And I said, I'll feel him too about that. So I think he went to drink in the bar, and then that's why Gary was sitting in the bar, met Stone, and he's talking to Stone. He said, sit down. He started getting erratic and getting behavior because he said, oh my gosh. Gary said they was madly in love, but Sarah at the time said they was in a rough patch and everything. So it was like tough situation for them. But decided to, you know what? Let's have a little talk. He was not having it. He would not let Stone go. They said, relax. So he put out a gun. Put out a gun on Stone and was like, oh my gosh, he gonna shoot the guy. He gonna mess up the case. He gonna kill Stone. You can't steal Stone. Like, come on, don't do this. We don't even find the truth yet. And all the while, they taped up the area and everything. The cops were called. The cops was there. Benson came. Sarah and the daughter was there. They called the guy on the phone, so they talked to him and said they love you. They stopped doing this. please come with us. We need you, all that stuff. So he felt type of way. He was like, you know what? He got up, he walked out, all that stuff. It was some more stuff in between, but that wasn't even important. And got out. Stone came out. He said, no, he didn't shoot me. Everything's okay. And okay. At the end of the day, he didn't press charges. They found out the gun was not loaded. It was empty. But Stone didn't know that. He know that he had a gun on me and he about to kill me and stuff like that. So, but he didn't press charges. So it's like that's a good guy. He know this guy is grieving. He is upset because he realized he couldn't protect his wife. He was away and everything. He should have been there and all that stuff like that. Start a family. She's everything I got. I love her. She's the reason why I wake up in the morning, and it's just stuff that she's going through this. So after it came out, I guess they handcuffed the little Gary, and Business took a look at the daughter, and it's something clicked in her mind. I said, I was thinking that the same too, Benson. We are here, even though we not here, but we are here. So I'm thinking the same thing. I said, what if this daughter could be Stone, and that she using this as like, you know what? I got pregnant by him. I was so distraught that I got pregnant because me and Gary, we really revealed that her Gary been trying to get pregnant, trying to work to have a child, and he wanted a child so bad, but they couldn't conceive so bad. So they wanted so bad they was conceiving, and then 6 weeks after she had this occasion with at the hotel, she got pregnant, and she was so scared she didn't want to tell him. So that's why she didn't get no DNA test. She convinced that the baby is Gary, but she, in her back of the mind, it could have been Stone, the person who raped her, that she believed that raped her. So Benson said, you know what, I need to figure this out. So she got send the results and say, need to figure out the birthday of Emma. They called. She said that was fast. They called, gave her the birthday. So she went back to talk to Sarah, and she said, Sarah, I need you to talk to me what happened really that night and all that stuff. And that's what Business told Sarah that, listen, the birthday, this happens 8 months something after you had that incident with the hotel. So like that, can you tell me what really happened at that night? And that's what she explained more. She said that it was her, Reggie, and Wanda was in the room. Wanda got up and left, but it was Reggie, her, and Stone left in the room. And she knows she was doing something with Stone, but she was so drunk and she passed. Like she don't remember exactly what happened as that, but she knows she woke up and her clothes were off and Stone was right there. So I was like, but Reggie name came out. Reggie is the guy that they met earlier who said he married Wanda, and Wanda gave Sarah's name. So I said, oh, this could be something, because she said it was another guy in the room. So what if the other guy took advantage of Sarah and made Sarah look like it was Peter, but actually it was him, and he got away. And so when she woke up, she saw Stone and with nobody else, so she convinced that it was Stone. So that's why I said, oh snap. So Bishop came up with a plan. She said, you know what? I'm going to talk to this bastard. I'm going to talk to Reggie. Now, so she went to talk to Reggie, and she would say, you know what? You need to tell them that you corroborate Stone and say that you heard Sarah consent to the sex. Because if you don't do this, his career is over. He's going to lose this case, and she is very credible, and I'll find no other way to say what can help her. The only way you can help him if you say that she consented and you heard her say consented, and that's what gave him a fighting chance to get off. So, but Olivia was playing a trick on him. She was using this as a ruse to get the truth to come out. So that's like a tactic they use. They lie and said they do this for them and get you to do something, was actually what they really want you to do. Because if you do fall for that, then they know they got you. But if you don't fall for it, then they can't get you anything. And then Stone will still be in trouble. He will be in trouble if he didn't fall for the trick or knew that what she was going for. But the fact that he agreed to it, so she said, oh, well, then I need to get the DNA test, get the test. He said, what test? The DNA test to see if Emma is, the paternity test is Emma. and just pray to God that the test is not for Stone is not the father of the baby. And he said, "Oh, you knew?" She said, "What I knew is that with somebody who will try to lie, who try to perjury, it tells me exactly how you feel about try to perjury of a rape victim. Tells me your viewpoint against women. Because if he was gonna do that so willingly to perjurize to help his friend over this woman, that means he didn't really care or give a two fuck about the women that he would do. It was like they disposable. They could fuck. You could just fuck them and dispose them, and don't care about their feelings. And Stone is like that. Stone is definitely like that. The fact that he wanted to open an investigation against him that may could put him in jail just to get the truth out. It shows much of his character than with Reggie. Because Reggie would try to ride his wave and not let nothing happen and let this go and let Stone put the fall for it for something he had done. So he was like, no, she came on to me and she was all over me and I didn't rape her. They say, she was drunk and so passed out she didn't know what happened. So what that means, it means you raped the bitch. Oh, sorry, she's not the bitch, but I try to go animated with that, right? You raped her. And he said, get up, put your hand on my back. So it was him that did it. He confessed that he did something to her, and it was a Stone, because Stone passed the F out. He was drunk, he passed the F out. He said he kissed. He's like, and that's it. That's all he did. He didn't know nothing else, and then he woke up. So Reggie took that advantage and took the opportunity to do something to Sarah and made her think that it was Stone. I said, you was a bad friend. You was a F up friend. So the rest of him, Benson told Stone that the charges dropped. He getting charged for the rape. The charges dropped against you. The DNA test proved that Gary is the father. And they've been trying to get pregnant so much, and I guess it's actually got pregnant, and it's actually a miracle. She was so distraught about that. That's why she been beating herself up over it and about that. But he said, you know what? She apologized. She said, not believing in you and stuff like that. I know it's difficult, but I have to do it. She said, don't apologize, because I know I picked you to do it because I knew you were going to go full-hearted into it. And that's why I wanted you to do it, because that's why I work with you, because you really go tackle and try and find the truth and not try to sweep under the rug because I'm your friend. But he said what the worst crazy part about it is that when everything was up and up, I'm even down to myself a little bit. And I said, that's understandable, because it's like, 12 years ago, I was drunk, I was a young kid, I didn't know what happened to me. And what if I had done it? It's like, damn, I did something so terrible, and I didn't even know I did something terrible. But good thing, he didn't do anything wrong. And it was Reggie that's going behind ball, and everything is good. So that was a good episode. Hope y'all like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also share my videos and get you up there. If y'all love Law and Order like I love Law and Order, tell me what y'all think about this episode. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.